What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another call. we got we talking about building materials today. All right, so not the sexiest topic, but a topic that we need to know as independent insurance adjusters. Specifically, we're going to be handling property claims. We need to know what kind of materials we're looking at from photos, and also by knowing what materials we're looking at, we can know what type of price points we're looking at, right? So if we don't know how to identify material, we're gonna have some issues. All right, so let me go ahead and get our main website up that we use all the time, which is inspectopedia.com. There we are. All right, also we're gonna just wait a bit before everybody to get in here, right? So yeah, we're gonna let everybody get in here real quick. Welcome everybody. If you're just hopping in, we are talking about building materials today. Okay. Let me get it pulled up. What we're using. Oops. So let y'all get in here. Let everybody get in here, and we'll be getting started here in a second. All right. Force quit. I'm also going to get in here and put our music in, like always. More music in. All right. If you're watching this, please let me know where you're watching this from, so we get y'all going. If I look sleepy, it's because I am. I have had a really long hour. There we are. Whew. All right. DC, Tweezy, what's up? What is going on? Just to give y'all if y'all have not, this website that we're going to be looking at today, inspectopedia.com, y'all, all of my adjusters, specifically my desk adjusters, you gotta get in here and start using this. Okay. This is a great, it's like a huge resource for you. Like, if you want to practice property claims, this is how you can practice right here, just by looking up materials. Okay. Pull up some right quick. Do vinyl siding. Okay. This is a good one. This is a good example. This is going to start off. We're going to start off with this one, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right. We got y'all pulled up. There we go. Mississippi. What's up, Jennifer? How you doing? All right. Now we got some people in here. All right, everybody. Welcome to tonight's class. We're going to be going about an hour to an hour and a half based on your questions and comments. All right. Please, what happened? What happened with your licensing? Why didn't you get licensed the first go round? If you got licensed before, you should just have to renew your license to get licensed again. Explain to me what's going on with that. I'm also going to open this door. It's hot in here. I'm already sweating. Yeah. Everybody, if y'all got questions or anything, let's go ahead and get those questions out of the way. I had some questions earlier before the call that I want to address because some of y'all are newer people or people that are just getting licensed. I want to explain this to you. Once you get your first license, every license you get after that does not mean you go travel to that state to work in that state. It means you're eligible to handle claims in that state. So if you find yourself in a remote position or in an office position, you might be handling claims from several different states, plus your home state, but you won't have to travel to make that happen. Okay. Wheezy, this is a rookie mistake you made. All right. So once you fail your license, and this is for everybody, once you fail your license test, what you need to do immediately is schedule a time to go in and take the test again, because the information is still fresh on your mind. All right. You'll see people fail once, they go take the test again in a week and they pass. But you kind of burn up a lot of time. You have to study all over again when you're in that kind of situation, like what you just did, where you didn't go back to back and get the license. So now you're just kind of up the creek a bit. You got to start all over again, essentially. All right. Again, guys, we are talking about building materials today. I am going to grab some water and we're going to just get started all the way. All right. Matter of fact, I'm going to take off. I don't want to put y'all down. I want to keep talking to y'all. So there we go. Bring y'all with me real quick. Get some water. Oops, messing up. There we go. Need a cup of water real quick. Because it's a long class. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. All right. Oh, why does every single class? Like, I teach every week and every single class I do this, but I always forget. I always forget to get my water set up, so oh well. But yeah. Here we go. All right, we're back in it now. We're back in the game, y'all. Let's get to it. So inspectorpd.com, for those of y'all who don't know, this is what we're going to be using every time we want to get the basics of property claims adjusting set up, right? If you want to learn the property basics, you can learn it right here. Inspectorpd.com. So first things first, we're looking at vinyl siding. Guys, I'm going to go through a few different building materials today, but vinyl siding, we got to know how it works, how it's installed, and some of the causes of damages, right? So the first one right here is something that all of us can pay attention to, whether we're going to be in the field or we're going to be in office. And this right here, we see is right here is a reflected heated source in the heated area is going to warp that vinyl siding. Remember, vinyl siding is essentially plastic, y'all. So whenever we have heat, you're gonna see some warping. Also, we can look at vinyl siding. Let me see. Vinyl is what I want to show you. Let's see, like barbecue. Whenever we see like somebody have like a barbecue close by a vinyl siding, we're gonna have this same issue right here. So when you're inspecting vinyl siding, when you're looking at photos of damage from vinyl siding, you want to look for heat sources, right? You want to be looking to see like if there's smoke around this area, if there's a barbecue pit close by, anything like that, to determine how we got this damage to that vinyl siding. Depending on the way it was damaged, will determine if we say yes or no to this claim. Whether we make a claims decision, whether we want to pay on this or not. Okay. Also with vinyl siding, let's go look at vinyl siding installation real quick. Installation. I want to show y'all something. This is something important for us to know how vinyl siding is installed. If we know how it's installed, let's go in here and check this out real quick. All right, we see his panels in here. They nail it in, and then it clips into itself. All right. So when we see, let's see, vinyl siding, improper installation. I'm gonna show y'all improper installation real quick. Let's see if it'll pop up. There we go. Improper installation, you'll see this a lot. Okay. Let's go through here and just have a look. All right, this looks defective right here. It's not clipped in properly. All right. I gotta find some better pictures of, here we go, vinyl siding. Let's do vinyl siding, improper installation. Again, y'all, I know this isn't the sexiest thing, but this is gonna help us, especially those of you all who do not have construction experience. There we go. This is perfect. This is a perfect example of where you see it's waving like that. This waving and warped. This warped look on your vinyl siding. This is a telltale sign of improper installation, just like it says right here. So when we look at this and the insurer is filing an insurance claim saying, hey, I need to replace my vinyl siding for the entirety of my house, and you see something like this, we know this is going to be a denial because warped and wavy looking vinyl siding is always improper installation. All right. This is going to be a claim denial right here. Just based off our photos, we can see that this was not installed correctly. Okay. Again, y'all, here's another example of all that. You see how wavy that is? Improper installation. Okay. Also, just because you see a house that has some damage like this doesn't also mean that improper installation is not there. Okay. So with things like vinyl siding, everybody, here's another, this is a good one. Another good one right there, y'all can see. A lot of waving right there. So wavy looking vinyl siding, again, is going to be a denial based on improper installation. Textbook improper installation. I want to drive that point home to everybody. Improper installation. Okay. All right. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking at some more examples of improper installation. Why do we need to know this? Because we can quarterback these claims and say, all right, I'm looking at it and I see that it's not installed properly because of this, and that, right? Rusty nails equals installed incorrectly. Warping and buckling, installed incorrectly. Once we see this, it makes everything much faster and easier. All right. All right, everybody. Anybody got questions about that so far, about vinyl siding or anything like that? Again, we're using inspectopedia.com. We'll put that in the banner. Okay. Let's put this in here. Oops, wrong one. We are using inspectopedia.com. You know, it's funny. It's funny to me. We had 13 people on, and then now we have 6 people on, right? And what's funny to me is these are the tools we need the most. All right. To learning the unsexy stuff about this business is what separates the good from the great adjusters. And watching half y'all drop out of here because we're not talking about making money. So you think we're not talking about making money. You think it's not something you're supposed to be paying attention to. But those of y'all who are going to be staying are the ones making better claims decisions. Okay. The reason we need to learn building materials is so we can make better claims decisions. All right. Yvette, what's up? Right. So a bunch of people dropped out. That's fine. But these are the same people who get released quickly on these deployments. Yeah, see, but you're right. You can have wart damage due to improper siding installation. You can have a lot of issues. You can have mold due to improper installation. Okay, we're gonna keep looking, but I want to drive about the point home about vinyl siding because we deal with a lot of vinyl siding. Okay, on the property side of things, y'all, we're dealing with vinyl siding like all day, every day. So the better you get at it now, the quicker you're gonna be able to make decisions later on. Okay. So all keep that in mind. We're gonna go ahead and go into shingles. All right, which is going to just be a regular 3-tab. Today, what I wanted to find for y'all is what a 3-tab shingle is, what an asphalt shingle. No, I'm sorry, what a 3-tab is, and what an architectural shingle is. Architectural shingles, 9 times out of 10, are more expensive than 3-tab shingle because they're a much more intricate style of shingle. Okay, so we're looking at the level of expense. A 3-tab asphalt shingle, 25 year, is going to be right here. Architectural shingle is going to be right here. It's about 30 to 40% more expensive. And then at the top, right at the top, you got like copper shingles, and you got Spanish tile. Spanish tile shingles are those like terracotta kind of clay, a reddish clay look, and they are super expensive, y'all. You can mess around and spend $300,000 replacing a Spanish tile roof, you know, $250,000 easily on fixing a fixing a roof on a house that has that type of Spanish tile roof on it. So we're gonna go over the types of roofing real quick, how they improperly install. I also want to show y'all some ways that people do mechanical damage on those types of roofs, so we can see it for ourselves quickly and move to the next claim. We can make a claim decision quickly because I have construction experience. Okay, I have construction experience, and so when I saw this on deployments, I was like, oh, that's not how it's supposed to be. But everybody doesn't have that experience, and so again, we'll learn that today. All right, so let's go ahead and get back into Inspectopedia.com. We're gonna go look at. I want to show y'all a 3-tab shingle, and I hope y'all taking notes. By the way, this is all recorded, obviously, but I want y'all to see what a 3-tab shingle. You know, I'm gonna do it on Google. I don't need to use Inspectopedia for this one. 3-tab shingle. All right, this is your textbook shingle, y'all. This is super simple. All right, 3-tab shingles. They got a little glue line right here, and they glue onto each other, right? Let's go look at architectural shingle. You see the difference between a 3-tab and an architectural? Let's get a closer look on this. All right. One thing that contractors like to do a lot of, they like to remove 3-tab shingle and replace it with architectural. This makes these quotes much more expensive, okay? When you're reading these estimates from contractors, and you see that, like, wow, how was that estimate $15,000 more expensive on a property, you know, on a house estimate, right? It's usually because they're replacing 3-tab shingle with architectural. Yeah. Here's the issue. The issue is that we always replace for like, kind, and quality. Architectural is not like, kind, and quality. It is an upgrade from 3-tab shingle. Okay. So you have to be aware that what you see on the right-hand side is architectural. What you see on the left-hand side is 3-tab. Commit this to your memory, y'all. Screenshot if you have to. Okay. This is 3-tab. You're going to see this on 90% of the homes that you're handling claims on. Okay. Newer homes, more expensive homes, you'll see architectural, but your regular run-of-the-mill house and a regular run-of-the-mill neighborhood is going to have 3-tab. Usually, almost no matter what. All right. Even some of your older homes in nice areas will have 3-tab shingle. All right. Now, let me show y'all this. This is what we call Spanish tile or Spanish barrel roof tile. These roofs can get extremely expensive. All right. Let's see. Let's look at Spanish tile roof price for 2,000 square feet. Let's go see how much that costs. Let's do a roofing cost calculator. I just want y'all to get an idea, okay? Let's see if this will give us let's go to contractors.com. Let's see what we got here. See if we can find a website that can give us a quick, I'll see now, they don't want to give us information. We don't want no information. I want to know how much it costs. All right. Perfect. So you can expect to pay between $9 and $14 per square foot for Spanish tile roof. Y'all, it costs more than that. I'm gonna be real with you. These $15,000 and $23,000 numbers. That is not a S tile roof. That is, if it's Spanish tile, it's like plastic or something like that. That's not how it actually is. All right. Let's see, clay. It's like a clay. Let's go look. Maybe they call it clay roofs. Ain't no way. They got this wrong, y'all. I'm telling you what I know. It costs way more than there we go. $15 to $20. There we go. Barrel style is what we're talking about. It can get quite expensive. Okay. So a $1,700 square foot house, $25,000 to $34,000. That sounds closer to right. But even then, it can be even more expensive than that. So I want to give y'all some heads up about different roofing styles. All right. So with clay tile or Spanish tile, or what they call barrel style roofing, what you'll see is more like cracks, like hairline cracks in that tile. If you see a lot of that, they're gonna have you replace that. Let's go have a look and see if we can find that. So they call that barrel style. Okay, so let's go look for barrel style. Barrel style roof crack. Boom. So I can show y'all what this looks like. There we go. These are the type of stuff we're gonna see damage on. All right, stuff like this. You're seeing these little cracks and things like that. Stuff like that. Things like this. These are going to get us. You get enough of these on a roof like that, you're going to replace that roof. There we go. Perfect. This is a roof that's got a lot of damage on it. Okay. This is going to be rare to see. It's going to be like a big hurricane, a huge hailstorm, because these roofs can handle usually like 220 miles an hour. Usually they get damaged like that, a tree fell on it, something like that. But just from what I see right now, this is enough to get a roof replaced. You know, depending on the state, depending on the carrier. All right. But they get really expensive. You got a 3,000 square foot roof, 4,000 square foot roof, it can get. I've seen them go into the 6-figure range for these types of roofs. Okay. Because we got to replace with like, kind, and quality. The factories don't always produce this type of clay tile anymore, because last time they may have produced it was 20 years ago, 25 years ago. Okay. Also, barrel style roofs have a longer lifespan than 3-tab shingle and architectural shingle. They could be rated for 50 years, and they could have installed it 30 years ago. The factory that installed it may not even be in business anymore, so you can't replace the tiles. You gotta repair it. You can't repair it. You gotta replace it. So you're gonna buy that roof. It's gonna get really expensive. So when things get expensive like this, you want to do your research and you want to know what you're looking at. All right, you don't want to be replacing a bunch of stuff because the contractor said it. You want to look at it and see, like, you know what, I agree with them. Let's get it taken care of. All right, but again, you're gonna do that from knowing your building material. So anybody got any questions about anything that I'm talking about? So anybody have any questions about anything? I'm gonna stop for a second. Cephas, I know Cephas is in the construction industry. By the way, I know he's like an amazing carpenter. Trying to switch over to the adjusting side of things, but y'all, this is something we're going to practice not just today, but moving forward. Now that y'all know about inspectthepd.com, we're going to keep using this to acclimate ourselves to property adjusting. I talked to a lot of y'all over the years. I talked to a lot of people in general. They always say, I'm worried about doing a property deployment because I don't know what I'm doing. This is how we learn about what we're doing. Going in and just typing in building materials. Okay? Let's keep going. So we did vinyl siding. We did Spanish tile roofs. We're going to do 3-tab shingle. You know what? I'm going to type it on Google because I'm getting better pictures on Google. 3-tab shingle installation. Improper installation. Let's do that. Improper installation. Y'all, you're gonna see a lot of improper installation on these types of roofs. All right, especially if they hire any and everybody. Okay, one of the things that we see. Let's go look at where to nail a 3-tab shingle. Let's have a look at that. All right. We want to see our nailing through here. Okay. All right. So we got 4 nails. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the end, seam and the seam right there. Right. All right. If you see your nails all over the place, we know that we have incorrect installation. So you guys be looking for nails if you're on top of the roof. All right. Roof blister. All right. So blisters are a big thing too, but that's not improper installation. Okay. If I lift up a shingle, y'all, and it's rusty, I know that this shingle's been flying up a bit. So I know it's probably a damaged shingle. By the way, that's not improper installation. That just means the shingle's damaged because it's always getting a lot of wind and rain, right? All right. So let's go have a look at what's nailed correctly. All right. So they nailed it right there on the sealant strip. That's not where you're supposed to nail it at, right? We just saw we're supposed to nail it, and they're nailing it wrong there. This is another telltale sign of improper nail shingle nailing, right? Look at how it looks like the shingles are just kind of falling off the roof, right? That's improper installation. Okay, somebody tries to file a claim on this, improper installation. Look at that, improper installation, y'all. You see them sliding off? They're sliding off because they didn't nail these in properly. Okay, none of they got nailed in properly. Whenever we see improper installation, y'all, that means, here we go, here's another one. 6 signs of improper roof installation. Let's have a look at this. Guys, there's so many free resources out here on the internet for these kinds of things. Look at this. Look how that roof sliding, that shingle sliding off. Incorrect. Nails visible below the edge of the shingle. All right. Crooked shingles. Nails under the joints. Unsealed nail heads. Grain will loss. All these things are super easy to see with the naked eye. If y'all can see nails without having to lift the shingle up, it's in the wrong place. Okay. If you see a bunch of exposed nail heads, or like I said, rusty nails, that's usually a sign of improper installation. Crooked shingles. Y'all, there's a sealant line on these roofing shingles, especially on these 3-tab shingles, that lets us know where we need to be installing it at. It makes it so much easier. When you don't see that, it's because it's improperly installed. When there's improper installation, it is a denial, everybody. Okay. Nail pops. Nail pops is a thing that people try to pass off as they'll try to pass it off as hail damage, and it's not that. Okay. Nail pops are due to improper roof installation. Y'all see that? Almost every roof nail pop is due to improper installation. Okay. Improper nailing, wrong nails, damaged sheathing, inadequate attic ventilation. All these things are causing nail pops, specifically for people who are going to be handling hail. You might want to get acquainted with a nail pop, so you know what a nail pop looks like compared to hail damage. Okay. All right. Oops. I didn't see the screen. My bad, y'all. My bad. Oops. I gotta show y'all again. My bad. Thought I shared the screen. All right, look at that. What causes roof nail pops? You see how how this nail is right there? Okay, nail pops. All this is nail pops. Okay, you get on that roof, we gotta be paying attention. Okay, look at that. More nail pops. That means they didn't install correctly. Okay. A lot of these contractors, they go in there, some more defective shingle. This is installed incorrectly, y'all. If you're on a roof and you can see nails without having to lift the shingle up, 9 times out of 10, usually 10 times out of 10, that means it's installed incorrectly, like this right here. Okay. Another good example. That's a nail pop. These are nail pops right here. You shouldn't be seeing the you should not see the nails on a shingle right there. I'm just gonna keep giving you all examples. Look at it. We can see a nail without even lifting up a shingle. Okay, let's go look at some more signs. I'm sharing the screen now, right? All right. Look at some more signs that we did not. All right, I can tell you right now, right here is supposed to be a valley. It's gonna be a metal valley that's gonna be running through here. If they don't do this, that roof is improperly installed. All right. Individual shingles or rows of shingles are improperly installed. Then water can enter through the spaces and cause leaks or other problems. This right here, what you're seeing right here, is a valley of a roof. Okay, where two slopes of a roof meet. What happens is water will get in between this, and it will leak in the house. And the insurer will say, "I don't know why my roof is leaking." And you get up on the roof, and you'll see this, and this is why. All right, this is an improper install. We do not cover improper installation. Okay. Misuse of nails, it's like those nail pops we talked about earlier. Improper gutter installation is another thing that'll make people have leaky roofs, right? There are a lot of examples here. Let's keep going over here and looking at other examples of improper installation. Now, there's so many examples, but we want to drive this point home. Terrible installation of a roof, by the way, right there. Okay. Flashing installation issues. All right. There's always going to be chimney flashing. If you don't see chimney flashing on a roof, you don't see this metal, aluminum on a roof, and you just see shingles next to the roof, that means that it was installed incorrectly. Okay. Yeah, if you don't see a valley installed where two slopes on the roof meet, improper installation. There it is right there. Perfect. All right. Improper installation. Okay. Y'all, let's look at the questions y'all got. Are there pitch restrictions on clay slates? See, I think it depends on the state. It depends on ordinance and law for each state and city. My bad. Yeah, hello, Stephen. Just started researching insurance adjusting. Are adjusters allowed to use drones to look at roofs? Sally Sue. So Sally, what we gotta pay attention to is that depends on the insurance carrier. Okay, each insurance carrier, they have their own rules about drones. All right, but the problem with drones is drones can't lift shingles up. They can only get so close to the roof, right? So, they can't lift the shingles up. More than likely, they want you to go on that roof. Okay. But there are insurance carriers that deal with drones, all right? But everyone is different. Same with the IA firms. All these IA firms are different. Some deal with drones, some don't. Yeah, it does look like sometimes these homeowners try to fix their shingles on their own. Let's get back into it. Real quick, everybody. So now, so far, we know the 3-tab shingle looks like. We're kind of getting an idea of improper installation on these roofs. Okay. We know what improper installation looks like on these vinyl siding estimates. All right. Let's go to our next one, which is one of my favorites. Okay. And again, y'all, improper nailing of shingles. All you got to do is type this stuff in on Google, y'all. Go to expectedpd.com. You can go here as well. And it's gonna tell you a lot about what you need to know about this business. Okay. Yeah, bad work. If you got bad work, it's gonna make it hard to get renewed coverage. So that's something that you want to pay attention to. But you as an adjuster, they have all types of people come out and inspect these houses when they want to renew policy. So they'll go out and inspect that, and they'll fail them for the next time they have a policy renewal. Okay, Sally Sue. Let's go to the next one. Our next one is an important one, y'all. It is, I wouldn't call it regular wood, but wood fences versus cedar fences, and why it's important. All right, before I start showing y'all photos, cedar fences are about 40% more expensive as of right now compared to a regular wood fence. Okay, so the insurers can have an incentive to say that they have a cedar fence just to get extra money to either buy a cedar fence for real or get extra money uh, on the claim. Okay, one, this is a form of fraud, by the way, but two, they're going to try to run it past you, thinking that you don't know what you're looking at. So let's go have a look. Let's see, wood fence versus cedar fence. All right, let's have some images. All right, this is a pressure treated pine fence versus cedar. There is a difference in color, y'all. We're gonna drive this point home too, because it's not only a difference in color, it smells differently, and one is more expensive than the other. Okay, cedar, it's a high price. Pine is a low price. Okay, it's rare and hard to find. That's why it costs more. All right, look at what that looks like. Cedar has a reddish undertone and it has a smell. Okay, also another telltale sign of a cedar fence compared to a pine fence is that people do not paint cedar fences. Okay, they paint pine fences. In this example, what y'all looking at, let me make sure, I didn't show you, I'm tripping. Look at that. The cedar fence is red. It's a reddish undertone. The pressure treated pine fence is yellow and beige. Okay, make sure I'm showing this. Yeah, like Sifa said, it has a different cut and feel. It has a different cut, feel, and smell. Cedar has a smell, y'all. Okay, pine fences, other than right when you install them, they do not have a smell. And nobody paints cedar fences ever. It's too expensive. Okay. Let's get another look at it. Okay. I want to make sure we're seeing cedar versus pine. All right. All right. So you see how yellow this is? We know the yellow as that is, that's a pine fence. All right. Let's go back and look at it. You know that this ain't no pine fence. You see how dark red it is, right? All right. So we want to just be sure we know the difference between these two, because they cost a lot different. And what you'll see is a lot of insurers try to pass off pine and cedar, and they can get a much higher estimate on a cedar fence than they can on a pine fence. Okay, self-explanatory, y'all. We got to keep going into this too long, but again, you're gonna see a lot more reddish undertone with cedar fence, yellow undertones with the pine. All right, questions? Questions, anybody? We'll stop for a second. Y'all, this is how we make decisions in the business. If we know what we're looking at, we can make decisions much faster instead of having the field adjuster go out there and be like, hey, which one was it? You know, was it cedar, was it pine? Was it 3-tower shingle, was it architectural shingle? You want to be able to handle as much as possible on your claim. So knowing these building materials, y'all, just go to inspectorpedia.com. You know, let's go to inspectorpedia.com and start searching stuff. Go to Google, start searching stuff. Okay, these things will take you a long way, y'all. Okay, I think that one thing that set me apart in this business was that, you know, because I had construction experience and I was actively studying building material, I was able to make decisions faster. And so I became a much more efficient adjuster. I was able to produce at a higher level because I wasn't like bumping my head trying to figure out if it was pine or cedar, if I was like looking at a sheetrock wall or a wall that was just press board or something like that, right? Let's go have a look at some other things. I want to show y'all this. Vinyl flooring. Well, let's look at laminate versus hardwood. All right. So engineered hardwood, and also laminate react differently when a home floods compared to real hardwood. Okay. Let's go have a look at that. Okay. Now this is where things get a little more difficult. Okay. Obviously, if we're looking at laminate, this is just a peel and stick type situation. You should be able to see this easily. Okay. It's a photographic layer with design mimicked to mimic the look you're going for: hardwood, bamboo, knotwood, etc. Hardwood is the real deal. Okay. Now, this engineered hardwood is usually plywood or high density fiberboard. What happens when these materials get wet? Engineered hardwood. If it's plywood that's been pressed board like we talked about, what happens is once the water gets in there, it's going to swell up. Okay, so that's one way to notice if you're dealing with a flood situation or anything like that. You know what you're dealing with. All right, but you want to look hard to see if it is hardwood, engineered wood, or laminate, because it's going to determine how much you're going to be. Dadgummit, how am I doing this? How am I doing this, y'all? My bad. I am really tripping, y'all. I'm sorry. I be thinking I'm sharing my screen the whole time, and I'm not. Look at this. If I was watching this on live or watching the replay, let me get this. Let me get this link right here too. By the way, this is a quick way to see if. My bad, y'all. I'm tired. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm tired. I had a really long 24 hours yesterday. So like I went to bed at like 3 a.m. today, and I woke up at like 7. And the day before I went to bed at 2. Woke up at like 5:30. So like I haven't getting much sleep like I usually do. My bad. But this is the link that I'm using. Laminate, hardwood, engineered hardwood. This thing has a lot of videos on it. But again, y'all, read this stuff. Okay, go through, practice this stuff. Have a look at what you're looking at. Understand what you're looking at. Make sure this thing's sharing. We want to be able to eyeball this stuff and know what we're looking at. Let's go look at some more. Because if we know what we're looking at, y'all, they can't get these things past us. They're counting on you all to run past these photos and not pay attention so you don't know what you're looking at. All right, these contractors that go in there and write an estimate on a let's say engineered hardwood, and it's not actually so they'll write a quote for whatever's most expensive, and we're replacing. Let's say we do remove and replace for engineered hardwood, and then the contractor comes back and says we want to replace it with hardwood. You have to know what you're looking at on the photos to know if it's hardwood or engineered hardwood that you want to replace with. We always going to pay off of our estimate, not the contractor's estimate. Okay, so these contractors can have crazy high estimates because they're using a different type of material, like laminate versus hardwood flooring, engineered hardwood versus laminate, so on and so forth. Let's have a look at this. Okay, that ain't real hardwood, y'all. If it clips in like that, it ain't real. It's engineered flooring. Okay, it can even look real. You know, this looks like real hardwood, don't it? Make sure it's a sharing. Yeah, let's make sure it's a sharing. Oops. Home Depot. Let's go look. Engineered hardwood. Boom. Just so y'all can see. You know what? All right, $440 a square foot. Let's see which is more expensive. Hardwood flooring. $440 a square foot for life proof. Let's go see how much solid hardwood flooring costs. All right, so it's $6.99 compared to $4.40. Y'all see it's more expensive. Okay. So if an insured has hardwood in there, we gotta make sure they get hardwood again. If they got engineered hardwood, we gotta make sure they have that in. But it's up to you as the adjuster to make that happen. You are the final say-so on this. So we have to be abreast of these things, y'all. Nobody's gonna do this for us. Okay. I want to drive that point home to y'all. I'm gonna keep sharing my screen. I'm gonna keep sharing my screen right now. But if we are not being meticulous in how we review our files, y'all, we can get a lot of stuff past us. And not only that, we're affecting the bottom line of the insurance carrier. You know, if let's say we cost, just in making incorrect approvals, let's say we cost the company $100,000 for the year. But what if everybody cost the company $100,000 for the year? And you got 700 employees or 700 adjusters, and you got $100,000 a piece. All right, let's do some math on that real quick. Let's do our math. So $100,000 times 100,000 times 700 employees. That's $70 million just in mistakes. We can't let those type of things happen. Those type of numbers are why these companies are going out of business. So we have to do our part as adjusters to know what roofing shingles, we're working on. Yeah, 70 mil, man. Like, you'd be surprised how many errors people make. You'd be surprised how much you can mess up on payments you shouldn't have sent out because you didn't understand something, or you approved something that wasn't supposed to be approved. Again, that's how we get paid. The money we get paid, y'all. We're getting paid what we get paid because of our the level of responsibility we have. Okay. Every dollar we spend, it needs to be accounted for. So we can't fall for it was pine, but they said it was cedar. All right, so I'm gonna go with cedar. I don't even know what cedar is. We can't go for those type of things, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna open this up to a Q&A for a second. Questions and answers, everybody. I want to make sure I'm giving y'all as much time as I can. Sally Sue, do these numbers follow you as an adjuster? No, because we work for several different carriers, but those type of numbers will get you fired. Okay. Maybe not $100,000, but like $100,000 a year. You shouldn't mess up that much, but they know, these companies know their bottom lines and they know who's attributing to what. So you want to be on point day in and day out when it comes to this kind of stuff. Okay. We did vinyl siding. We did 3-tab shingle. We did architectural shingles. We did hardwood flooring. Okay. What else you have questions about? Those of you all who don't have construction backgrounds, Inspectopedia.com is your friend. Just in your free time, you can be working on your cell phone and putting this website in and just clicking around and learning about property. Okay. If you know this, coupled with some file notes, you're going to know how to handle claims as a property adjuster. If not, you're going to have some issues. All right. Final 10 minutes, everybody. What are the questions you got? What about stone housing? What's interesting, in all my years of adjusting, I've seen a brick house. I think I've seen houses with like stone on them, but a straight up stone house I've never seen. I never seen that one in Sally Sue. so I can't speak on that. We also had stone rock fencing. I've seen that before, and usually it's just a matter of putting it back together again. Usually, like the stone fencing wasn't so damaged, they had to go buy a bunch of new stone. Okay, but again, that's a very particular style of house. That's not something we see a lot of, and so because we don't see a lot of it, it's not something that we're going to be focusing on. Okay. Questions about vinyl siding, y'all. Questions about any of this stuff. Y'all, this is one of my favorite places, inspectorpedia.com. Okay, you don't have to have the excuse of I don't have any experience. I don't know how this works. I don't know how that works. You can learn about these materials. Okay, you can read your HO3 sample policy. All right, these are big tools that I'm giving you all, so if you start using them now, as you get into the business, you can get much better. Okay. All right, Sally, you're in New England. That's great. Sally, what questions you got? I don't want to hear your anecdotal stuff. I want to hear questions about adjusting. Yes, thank you. So what we want to do usually, we have our field adjusters for that. Okay. Our field adjusters are the people that are determining the difference in materials. And then also you have Xactimate, right? We have Xactimate there to help us determine materials as well. Xactimate or Symbility. They have a running list of every material that's used in residential property right now. So that's a great resource, right? But also, it's up to you, that's the field adjuster, to make the right decision about the material that you're using or you're seeing with your own 2 hours. You can reach out and touch and smell, right? So we are believing that our field adjusters are going to be picking the right material. If they were to get by them, we as desk adjusters have to go in and look and do this research. Like what I showed you how to do today. Things like inspectorpedia.com, okay? Things like Google. They're going to help us out a lot so we can know exactly which material we're going to be working with, so we can know how to replace it and pay for it. Okay. Logistically, how does doing field work differ from in-house remote work? Do field adjusters inspect and manage the entire claim? Logistically, in-house or remote work, you just at the house all day, so that's nothing like field. Remote work, going to office, again, it's nothing like field at all. Remote work and in-house, we handle claims all around the country in the comfort of our home. A field deployment, you're going out to inspect that property. Now, do field adjusters inspect and manage the entire claim? Usually, no. Okay. Depending if you got a special assignment or something like that, they might have you do that. But for the most part, the field adjusters handle the inspection. They get that estimate report over to the desk adjuster, and they get out of there. Okay. That's how it works, SGH. Okay. What else y'all got? I know I got a bunch of questions in here. It's 11 of y'all. Vinyl trim versus wood trim. Robert, can you explain that a bit more? What are you trying to say? Because, vinyl and wood, they look a lot different in real life. So your field adjuster should be able to easily make that determination. It should be easy for them to see because they're doing this all the time. Right? Thank you for the questions, y'all. Let's keep going. We got 6 minutes. We gotta sell 6 minutes, guys. What other questions y'all got? Let's see what y'all got going on today. What other questions we got, y'all? I hope this is informative for you all. Again, like I told y'all from the get-go, this ain't sexy, but this is some really good information. No. Some desk adjusters are assigned to also go out into the field. No. Once you get assigned to go out to the field, guess what you are? You are a field adjuster. You're not a desk adjuster anymore. Okay. I've done field several times. It's fun. You out there, talk to your insurers, see how they hanging on, Because when you're always in the desk, you're dealing with office politics and they can get old quick. Okay. Let's keep it moving. All right. So we talked about, let's see if I'm Simon, see if I got anything else here for y'all. So go through. Y'all, it's improper installation something everywhere. You'll see improper installation. You know what? I'm gonna give y'all something else too. I have a playlist of improper installation stuff on YouTube. Y'all, you'd be surprised how many resources out there if you just look a little bit. I got a YouTube playlist. I'm gonna send y'all. Where is it at? Let's go in here and have a turn my channel. Your channel, let's go to playlist. All right, here we go. It's perfect. I have an improper installation playlist, y'all. Y'all can go in here and y'all can get. Will allow me to. I'm gonna try to. I got it as unlisted. Let me see if I can change that up a bit. Edit. No. View field playlist. Edit title. I wonder will they let me share. There we go. I got it, y'all. I got it. So look at this. I made y'all a playlist. Okay. This is a playlist of improper installation. Once you see how improper installation looks, this gives you a leg up when you start getting these deployments. Okay. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate it. I missed the first half of the stream. When you discover improper installation, does that mean the roof is not covered? Correct. In our HO3 sample policies that I've referenced a million times, and if you type in, let's go back here. I'm gonna show y'all. If y'all are typing in HO3 sample, you go straight to that PDF. All right. Once you go to that PDF, let me put this out of the way. We can do Control F. Oh, Mac, it ain't doing it. Let's go to File. I want to find in page. We're going to do improper. No, let's say installation. I know we have it as, we go to our exclusions. Let's go to our exclusions, and you're gonna see. Let me go to exclusion. Type exclusion. My mind ain't working now. All right. We do not cover insure. We do not insure, however, for loss and excluded under. And then we go into any of the following: mechanical breakdown, inherent bias, latent defect. All right, or inequality in property that causes it to damage or destroy itself. Improper installation does that, so this will be covered under that. Okay. Because it's a sample policy, it doesn't have it there, but I see on a lot of policies, you will see in like the real policies, you will see improper installation listed under exclusions. Okay. All right. Let's go back, put it on there. Okay. I worry about being able to determine materials when extensive damage has occurred. Xactimate, Robert. Xactimate is going to take care of that for you. All right, they're going to help you find your materials. We even have something called ITEL that will tell us a material, if it's something that's like really exotic or something like that. We can break off a piece of that material. We'll send it in a bag or put it in a box, and we send it to ITEL, and it'll tell us exactly what it is when it was manufactured, and if they still have any of that material left. That's how awesome ITEL is. It's like Google for like physical material. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, we got a lot of options and ways to fix that. Okay. All right. So if y'all want to look at that YouTube channel, the YouTube playlist that has all these improper installation videos in there, click right there in the comment section. Here it is, right there. Inspectopedia.com, y'all. Another free resource for y'all. Got a lot of free resources tonight. Okay. Y'all, if you got any questions, please hit me up or give me a call. It is It's been like I said, it's been a long day. I'm a little more tired than I usually am, so I don't like not being sharp. But yeah, Cephas, you have nothing to worry about. Okay, y'all, we are at an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. I appreciate all y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Got any questions? Please shoot me a DM on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever y'all see me at, or shoot me an email. Okay. All right, y'all. That is it for tonight, and I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye-bye.